Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wall. And thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate it. And if you're new, I started doing the show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury. So please ask questions, make comments, and if you haven't, I'm on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Let's Talk Stroke. I appreciate it. So this morning you're gonna love my guest, and I appreciate again for being here. Um, 27 years ago, Karina had her stroke. So we're gonna listen to her inspiring journey and what she's doing. She actually hosts a podcast as well. So why don't we just bring her on and we'll talk about what she's doing.
Good
Okay.
morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me, Jerry.
You know what? I'm so happy that we figured this out because I know a lot of people do have some whatever. We got it to work, so we are good to go.
We
But
are
thank you again for being here, and I'm gonna bring on your. There's Karina's name right here, so please, like I said, ask questions, make comments, and here we go. So, Karina,
yes,
I'm so happy to see you. I mean, this is awesome. Thank you, and you have your own podcast.
yes, I do. I started in 2021. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh, I'm so happy to. And I'm sure you're on your phone, so a lot of times when you're on your phone, you can't really see the comments. So, good morning, Robin. There's a lot of people out here that I could see that are um,
Okay,
doing their
perfect.
thing. But anyway, afterwards you can see the comments, ask whatever. But who is Karina? You had your stroke 27 years ago.
Yes, I was 25 years old.
Wow, wow,
Yeah, I come from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
nice, nice.
And yes, the stroke was when I was 25. I was a new mom. My daughter was 16 months. I had been married for less than 2 years at the time. And they didn't diagnose the stroke right away.
Wow, they didn't.
I
Okay.
used to travel a lot. And they assumed when I showed up in the ER, they assumed that I had pulled a muscle or strained or something. But I just felt really, really off. There was a lot
Really?
of throwing up involved, a lot of dizziness, a lot of facial pain. For me,
Wow.
that was just to be clear, I had a brainstem dissection.
Oh, okay.
What happened is that as I was doing an overhead exercise, the dumbbell hit the back of my neck.
Oh, really?
So what happens is that it severs completely. It breaks it apart. So that's why they diagnosed me like that at the hospital. They gave me a shot of painkiller. They sent me home, and that's when things got worse. So I
Wow.
had just pulled my knees. I do need to tell you guys this story in order for you guys to know who I am and where I've been.
Right.
So my niece was babysitting my child at the time. So I said, just let me sleep it off. Wake me up. Wake me up in 30 minutes. Thank God I asked her to wake me up.
Really?
Came to check on me. And all I could do at that time is turn me over. I remember the feeling of turning over, but I also remember not being capable of talking and I could only see and hear. So she's 16 years old herself. So she's calling my then husband, panicking. And I'm hearing this, but I have this really calm feeling inside. But I can hear the panic in her voice, and I can hear the panic of my then husband on the phone screaming. She's saying, Uncle, I can't wake up Karina. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't wake up Karina, and that's where, so they sent me, I think it was 3 or 4 different hospitals before they diagnosed me on having a stroke.
Wow. It's wow. It's
Did a
kind of crazy.
map. They did a whole bunch of stuff. And finally, the last hospital said, "We think your wife had a stroke. We think she had a stroke." So they brought me to the number one hospital that I was told here in Canada. And it's the Montreal Neurological Hospital, where the doctor officially diagnosed me having a stroke. So I was roughly 4 days in a coma, drifting in and out constantly,
How long?
and seeing what's happening around as I'm waking, but then falling back asleep. And then I woke up officially to be in a locked-in syndrome for roughly a week.
Yeah, that's great.
So all through this, it was very calming.
Wow, that's actually
Like the best sleep I've ever had.
that's amazing. That 27 years ago. I mean, things are different then as far as the technology and all that. But
Time.
wow. So, how long did you spend in the hospital?
I was in the ICU for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 months.
3 months.
6 weeks, 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. And what kind of deficits now? I mean, 27 years, probably you think, oh, I'm okay now. I mean, it's so different. The stroke is a stroke. What deficits do you have now?
Like many survivors, Jerry, I look fine on the
I
outside,
know.
but I limp. I have left hemiplegia.
Okay.
I limp because I have dropped foot. So I'm excited because I'm getting my first. I was too proud when I was 25. I said I don't want the braces and whatnot, but now I'm 52. Bring it on.
Yeah.
So I'm getting in a couple of days.
Right.
So I have dropped foot, as you can see my hands. I do have motion here. I have full motion, but my wrist, I can only do this, but the hand doesn't open. Like this is all that done.
Yeah. Do you work on it?
I be honest with you? I have been super at the time because I was working out. So for me, the physical aspect of things, PT, OT was very easy.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Good.
But I pretty soon went back to work. I was a stay-at-home mom, but I was back to work under contract sometimes. So I luckily constantly have movement happening gradually,
Good.
more and more.
Yeah.
And now 27, I think I got busy with life. If I'm gonna tell you guys something here, I'm gonna talk to you guys. You too, Jerry. You can listen. But seriously, 27 years ago, I was busy living life, growing my daughter, going through life, living in survival mode.
Sure.
I stayed married 10 years with my then husband, my baby daddy, like I like to call him. Stayed married, we still have a great relationship, but I got busy with life that I did not concentrate that much on my physical.
Yeah. Understand.
The psychological and emotional was the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And now that I'm 52, so this is where you guys got to pay attention. Now that I'm fast forwarding to now, only now am I starting to pay attention to the physical parts of my stroke.
Wow.
It's almost as if I did not allow myself, because I was so much in survival mode and dealing with my beautifully traumatic childhood and a lot of generational trauma, and then the stroke, and then the divorce, and then the baby, and then the other marriage. And you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
That I didn't allow myself to feel the physical pain.
Right. Right.
And I've been saying for the past year, I have never felt like a stroke survivor as much physically, as much as I do now.
Right. Wow. Yeah. No, I can see that happening. I mean, you overwhelmed with your with your life, and then you kind of forget. Because sometimes I go through that cycle where I'm not paying attention. I should be working on my my right arm or my right. Well, that's funny.
Einstein, Einstein. Hey, Einstein. Please forgive my vocal dog. Okay, he's just protective of me, and he sees someone in the door. Sorry
Oh
about
no,
that.
don't worry about it at all. Um, you,
So we were saying how we go on with life and life's procedures, if we will say, and we sometimes put ourselves on the back burner.
yeah,
And the message I'm trying to say to you guys is don't put yourself on the back burner. Many of you that are viewers of Jerry are a few years into your recovery, and don't stop. No matter how life becomes, don't stop concentrating on what you have to do. I have to tell you guys this because it's funny, because I work in cosmetics at a big department store, and everything has to be beautifully tidy. All the glass has to be beautiful. So I'm already, so I would dust, but then it's quiet on a Wednesday night. So I said, let me use my left hand
yeah.
to do the dust. Yeah.
This is
Change my
not.
language, but this, I went back to my right hand.
Oh,
That was a mistake.
yeah. No, I'm with you on that too. In fact, I just want to you probably can't see this comment, but it's pretty funny. Catherine says her dog barked back when you're.
Oh, wow, that is so
Yeah,
funny. Tell me something, Catherine. Does your dog bark when there's a doorbell on the TV?
she'll probably answer here in a minute, but that's funny. Uh, yeah. So, but I see Lynette's here. She had her stroke, like 8 of them she's had back. Sorry, Lynette, if you're still watching, I think it was in the 20 years ago or something like that. So there's people, all across the board. But yeah, yeah. So, but I totally understand what going back on the back burner, because sometimes I just, I'm overwhelmed in something and I don't even concentrate, because I was told a long time ago, you got to do it at least 3 times a day, whatever and no, I mean, I should.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Now, I had a little something to say about that. I've been listening to a lot of people, and I'm not trying to change, but I'm trying to change my way.
Yeah,
And as I tell my listeners, if it worked for me, why will it not work for you? And it's worth trying. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. But we are so minded as stroke survivors that we have to work. I'm going for a walk. I'm gonna do physio. I'm gonna work on my leg.
sure.
How about you just go for a walk, my love?
Yeah,
Enjoy life.
yeah,
And as you do your emotions, that's where I realize your emotions are going to be your mental health
I know.
is going to be so better, your heart is going to be better, right? Your oxygen, your everything for your health, and bonus, you're working your leg.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So working out should not be the number one. The mental health and emotional health should be number one. When the pain body happens, when our mind is in pain, our body is in pain.
Yeah, yeah,
That that's where I'm at now in my coaching, in my talking to my survivors. It's not dismissing the physical pain, but it is allowing the rest of you to shine. You are not defined. You've heard time and time again. You are not defined by your stroke.
right.
Time you say you're gonna go work out, you're gonna dust with your left hand, you're giving it power to the stroke. You take the power.
Yeah, it just shows that neuroplasticity, no matter how long, so many people say, oh, well, you only recover in the first 1 year. That's so wrong, because I mean, I still see so many 15 years for me improvements. If I look back, I take videos of what I'm doing and look back for just, oh, I can move those fingers, I can do whatever it is. So you're a good
It's
example. And Lynette yeah, Lynette, sorry, but she had 8 strokes, 22 years. Over
I have so much admiration, and these people are so brave. The ones that have two, three strokes, eight strokes. So, I mean, bravo to you to be a fighter and a
Oh, she is.
survivor, and see this happened to you, sweetheart.
She's amazing. But yeah, and I got to go back. I hate to, I mean, I keep going south here, but Catherine says he barks if the wind changes ways. So,
Yes,
yeah,
I love this candidness that we have in the conversation, that we're bringing in the people and the
yeah.
dogs.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, this is all, I mean, it's open to all of us. So, I mean, sharing stories. I mean, you're sharing your testimony, what you've been gone through. And okay, 27 years ago, do you still have some oh, what's it called? I should know because I have some mental,
Cognitive,
no, mental, emotional.
cognitive. I do. I do. My work required that I remembered a lot of things. So again, being on the survival mode and having a boatload of trauma behind me, I am very good at remembering stuff.
Right. Good.
Forget stuff where I need to write. I found that method right away, guys, to be as productive as I can, because I felt like nothing I did was enough.
Really.
I felt even though I worked hard during the day, getting up, brushing my teeth, tying my shoes, I did not. A normal person, a normal person would do that. Why is it a big deal for me? So I had this thing about, and I was very productive during the day with my daughter in school, and I can't read, so you need to read it to me, please. Oh my God, I just see COVID.
Oh, yeah, I bring up a comment that Junior
Can
here
you
says
read it?
had a stroke 30 years ago, and another one in 2022. But um, anyway, yeah. So you'll be able to see these comments because you're on your phone. Maybe a little.
I have a question for that person that just commented. The fact that you had a stroke 30 years ago, and now you had one like a few years back, the gap between the two, what have you learned?
It's a good question. Junior, you'll yeah, he'll.
Or
I'll let you know.
easy, was it easier to deal with?
Yeah, be great to know.
Because I'm sure the people that are watching and listening, they want to know. I'd be curious.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I mean, just like Catherine, thank you for the inspiration. This is what we need, inspiration, and knowing that we're not alone in this, and which is so true. That's why I love. What is it?
If you could, I would make a heart.
Oh, I know. I can't either. Too. My heart's gonna look, like. But we know we meant so. Um, yeah, exactly, Lynette. We learned so much from our survivor family. Yeah. So wow. So 27 years ago, and you still have some, but you learn how to. Are you learning how to deal with it? And just
That was That was the amazing part. You guys are gonna laugh when I tell you. Have you heard about? Well, not laugh, haha, but just find it ironic. Maybe I don't know. You guys heard about the syndrome? Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the name when people fall into coma and they wake up and all of a sudden they can play Beethoven?
yeah,
Well, my gift was not playing the piano, but my gift from coma and from this whole thing was emotional intelligence
yeah,
and compassion and empathy
yeah,
and patience.
yeah,
And
yeah. You appreciate more things, don't you, in life?
you honestly do. At first, I was just going through the motions.
Yeah,
You're going through emotions with not too much emotion. Please expect it. Einstein wants to come and say hi. Come on.
Where's Einstein? Is it Australian?
No,
Oh,
he's
okay.
a Schnauzer
Okay. I couldn't see the face. What a.
Yorkie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Good for you.
So as I was saying, it was great to have that second chance. I mean, I will always remember at the time we lived in a house that had a big backyard, and I sat on the deck as my daughter was playing, and I started crying. I started bawling my
Yeah.
eyes because I said, "Oh my God, I just had a second chance.
Yeah. It's
Someone done me."
it's emotional. I mean, I don't know if you have it, because now I've had it since day one. Pseudo Barbera effect. It's a PVA they call it. So I mean, no matter what I do, I mean, if my granddaughter or somebody or says something that I just cry. I mean, it's just, and everybody knows in my family, like I just cry, whatever, and Papa's crying again or something. But it's funny. Junior said how to deal with and what to look out for
What to look out for a stroke,
after his
or
30.
what to look out for after? What exactly is the question? How do you understand it, Jerry?
Well, he said that Junior first said that he had a stroke 30 years ago, and then another one during COVID time. Um,
Oh, so you knew what to look for.
yeah,
Okay, so you knew what to look for. Okay, I understand.
yeah. So
You know, Jerry, I'm all for awareness and all that because I think it's important. People still think that strokes happen to older people and they don't.
I know that. Me too. I mean, I did. I thought that when
They,
I really didn't know what a stroke was. I still can remember that first when it happened. I my whole I thought this is it. I'm over. Everything's over because I couldn't move. I stopped in my tracks. In my bedroom, I couldn't move. The strangest feeling. I've well, never had that, but yeah. So, but yeah, it sounds like you've really like now. I mean, even 27 years, you're figuring out new things, I guess.
I'm figuring out. I have this hunger, Jerry. Even though I have this hunger for
Yeah,
knowledge, but not the knowledge about astrology or astronomy, but knowledge about human beings and our behaviors and our brain,
yeah,
two different topics. And I have this hunger to share what I learned, share my knowledge.
yeah,
I'm just so excited to learn something.
yeah,
I want to share.
yeah. Tell us what you're doing now, because you're not only an awesome stroke survivor, but you're a coach, right? And you have your own podcast.
Oh, so I was telling you, thank you for asking, Jerry, because you see, I forgot about it.
I understand.
My second husband was always saying, Karina, your life was so
Yeah,
interesting. You should have a podcast. You should have a podcast. I'm like, no. Finally, in 2021, it was COVID, right? And I said, oh, so I started looking and I started, what do I have to do? And I was all nervous, but I've always wanted to be on camera
well,
and share, just talk.
yeah,
So I started my show not knowing what I was doing, not knowing, and I'm not a techie person, as you know. So for me, it was recording all in one because I couldn't edit right. Einstein, please, Einstein, my love, Einstein, it's okay, calm down, it's okay, it's okay, just the neighbors, it's okay, I love you, okay, you're safe. My dog has anxiety also, guys. I'm sorry about that.
no,
So,
don't worry.
so I started my podcast, and I am now working in season 10. I am in the top 5 worldwide for Stroke Survivor podcast. I've reached number 2, but I'm always within the top 5. And again, I was going, in French we say, je vais à l'aveuglette. I'm going blindly. No, I don't know what I'm doing. But when I started getting not reviews, but comments of people saying how they so appreciate the show, they like my candidness, then like, wow, that made me feel like not only am I doing the thing that for me is the right thing, but I'm not as bad as I thought. I knew it was good. I knew I was a good person. I'm doing my best to be. But wow, they're validating
That's true.
that I'm doing good. So it was, for me, the podcast was a very, very big part of who I am. It's my baby. It's always going to be my baby. Now I'm moving into, I just want to not share my story. We talk about things that are important and pertinent to stroke survivors.
Right.
I talk about anything ranging from efficiency, finding joy. Now I just had an episode where instead of saying gaining weight after stroke or something like that, I called it you didn't gain weight, you just became too healthy. So I'm bringing a lot of reframing and a lot of help, a lot of humor
Yeah.
to my show, and communication, confidence, organization. There's really a whole almost 250 episodes. I talk a lot.
Yeah.
As a coach, I try to go more in the emotional recovery. As I said for myself, recovering physically was easy, but psychologically and emotionally, I had a lot of baggage to work out.
Yeah.
Okay, Einstein, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. He's acting like a pit bull and he's a scary cat.
Oh, it's so funny.
So, where was I now? Because apparently I have stroke brain.
Yeah, yeah, same here. But I do like the um yes, this is great.
Talking
And I
about
the authenticity of this. I mean that's which is good.
I like how sexual we can be, and that's the feel I have with my show.
Yeah.
You will hear Einstein in the background. I'm bird sitting. I have my cousin's bird is also very vocal here, and you will hear the bird. You will hear. You'll definitely hear what's going on. No laundry machine though. No laundry, no microwave. No, none of that.
Wow.
For me, as I was saying, the emotional recovery,
Hmm.
huge, Jerry. And like I said, I had a lot of generational trauma and a lot of baggage from my childhood. And I realized that that baggage helped me get over my stroke. Because one time, guys, and I recommend this to all of you, write briefly the parts of your life. Turns out that my life had 7 lives. There's 7 chapters in my life. I had to do a speech at some point, and I had to make it interesting. And I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? Like, how can you pick one thing? I'm more than one thing.
Yeah.
And I had to sit down with myself and tell me my own truth, Jerry. And the different things that happened to me and what I've been through. And the common denominator in all of these things was 3 things: that I acknowledged that it happened. So the stroke we need to acknowledge is just another thing added to what you have. We are all survivors, guys. We might be stroke survivors, which makes us that much better. But we are, if you're not a stroke survivor and you're watching Jerry's show or you're listening to my podcast, we are all survivors, either of losing a hamster when you were 10 years old, losing a loved one, losing your first love, your boyfriend,
Hmm.
losing a dog. We are all survivors of something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I acknowledge, I accept it. Accepting doesn't mean you're giving up. Accepting doesn't mean you're giving in. Accepting is you, you're saying it is what it is for now. Not forever, for now. And the third thing is my all-time favorite, I'm a very proactive person, is action.
Right.
Whether you'll never know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, guys. But the important thing is to do it, period.
Right.
And only by doing it will you find out if it works for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nailed it on the head there.
Growing up, I had to do before becoming a coach. That's the growing up I had to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm very proud of that realization of me, of how connected I am with not only myself, but I'm connected with so many others out there because I'm not the only one that feels like
Right.
this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not the only one that has baggage. I'm not the only one that has trauma behind me. And I'm not the only stroke survivor.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. You're doing a great job, and I love the fact that you're coaching. So you're coaching like brain injury survivors.
Yes, yes, I'm specializing with that because that's what I am.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand what you guys are going through. I've been there. I am there. I am you. Yeah, I may be longer in the game. I've only been longer in the game. I just learned to do my makeup differently. I do have a little bit of face droop on my left, but I manage it with makeup.
Yeah.
You know, I even it out. I've just been in the game longer. But if anybody of your viewers need to have pointers on how to make their lives easier,
Absolutely.
here, come to Jerry, and Jerry's going to give you my coordinates, and you guys ask me if you want to learn how to be more comfortable in your clothes, or what type of clothes should you be wearing. Instead of wearing jeans that have a waistband, how about you wear something with elastic?
Yeah.
Fashion is all about elastics now, anyway.
Yeah.
Velcro and elastics.
Yeah.
Didn't have that then. I had to fight and find something with Velcro. Excuse me.
Yeah. No,
He's quiet.
oh, no, that's no big deal. But yeah, I mean, we learn to adapt. I mean, I totally understand with, I wear shorts a lot and a button. I mean, I've learned how to, put my shorts on with, the one hand doesn't, not much strength, but yeah, I learned how to do it a different way and it works. I mean, it may take me a little longer, but you do what you have to do. And I know how to do it now. And if I could teach people how to do tie your shoes with one hand, which I've done videos on that. And
Yeah. Okay, great.
yeah, it really is. It's really easy now, but at first it was tough. And I learned from a guy, one of my therapists, who only had one arm, and so he was showing me all these tricks of the trade, and yeah, there's a lot of things out there. Maybe I should be a coach then and show some people about all these little things.
That could definitely be your trade. I love what you said. We adapt.
Yeah, you have to.
And you think that in order to be, there's no such thing as a good survivor or bad. There's no such thing, guys. We're pretty much joking around when we say you're a good survivor, but I find that you got like so many stroke survivors can save themselves so much frustration. By example, you're wearing a button-down shirt. I still can't wear a button down shirt. So my trick is that I leave the top button and the other button open and I pass my head as if it's a sweater.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do
You
the
know,
same thing. I only have two buttons, but I can button them, with one hand. I mean, yeah. I mean,
we learn to do it, but I'm just giving an example because some people are not comfortable buttoning with one
yeah,
hand. So there's a lot of frustration, guys, that you can avoid by asking other stroke survivors, how do you
yeah,
do this? I'm not a physiotherapist, and I have message over message in my box asking me, how can I walk better? I am not a therapist. I'm an emotional recovery coach
yeah,
for stroke survivors. But if you ask me, the pain body, I assure you, if you deal with the inside, the outside is going to follow.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, no, exactly. I mean, there's tools out there. You can, which have. I don't know, we're in my bag of tricks here, but you have to slip it in for the button and pull it. So there are a lot of things to do, but you learn. I learn on my own now because I don't go to therapy right now. So, but yeah, but you have to. I always say adapt, and I adapt to what works for me. It may not work for you or somebody else, but it works for me, and I'll show you what I can do. And and then try it. If it works, I just showed you. And again, thank you guys for all these great comments here. I appreciate it. And I know
Wow.
there's a ton of them, and I love it. Yeah, thank you guys. And
Um,
uh,
there's definitely something that we can do by making our lives easier. We don't frustrate our caregivers. Many of us,
Aubrey,
yes,
nice to see you.
many of us, our spouses are caregivers.
Oh,
And if you, if imagine if you are frustrated, imagine how they feel. And this compassion and empathy came after my divorce, where I had this immense respect for my then husband because, wow, and I was not a nice person. If I would go and ask him to button my shirt, and he had sausage fingers, and he couldn't button my shirt fast enough, it's just, never mind, I'll do it myself. I was a nasty person. But if I learned that trick that I told you and we put it like a shirt, la vita è bella. Everything we do, imagine if you're frustrated, imagine you're a caregiver. And there's no guilt to have because you're a stroke survivor. But what I think that I'm saying is just try to make your life easier, to make their life easier.
yeah, I know. I completely understand that. My In the beginning, my wife always, well, she still does, takes care of me, does all the stuff. But now she's really getting on me, which is a good thing, and I totally understand. It's been a while. She said, you know, I said, can you get this? You have 2 feet. You can get up and, you know, which is, I'm thinking, crap, you're right. I mean, I should be doing this and not just relying on her all the time, because I can go get something out of the refrigerator. I can whatever. And so she's right, but I catch myself still doing that, once in a while.
I don't know your wife, but I love your wife
She's awesome.
because she should be, and she is very beautiful, by the way. I saw her picture.
Oh, thank you. 42 years
Yes.
yesterday.
Congratulations. Yes, yes. What did you guys do?
We
If
actually,
you don't mind my
oh no, we usually go out and celebrate, but we didn't. When we got a wagyu steak and we barbecued them, and she's really into health, but we, cauliflower mashed potatoes and just a yeah.
hungry.
Yeah, so we did that and had some wine, and but yeah, that's all we did. It's just a mellow evening, because I'm going to the grocery store now. I mean, things are expensive. Holy smokes! I mean, so yeah, so we said let's just stay in and do our thing, and that's what we did. But yeah, 42 years.
You on the spot. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jerry. I'm sorry. But I think it's nice. It's nice to know. And yes, life is expensive. I don't go out anymore
yeah,
to restaurants. I don't do it anymore.
yeah. And we used to go out. I mean, gosh, two times a week easily. But now we don't, just because of all that now. But um, yes, Lindora, your dog is very sweet. Wants to be a part of the show.
Father.
Lindora has been. She just said that to you.
Oh, my dog. Yeah, my boy,
You
my big boy.
yes.
Actually, do you believe that the animals that we have resemble us?
Huh.
He's got anxiety. I adopted him recently, and he has bad anxiety, but he's so protective, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I bet.
You want to get a pet? The pet's gonna call you, and it's gonna be the kind that you need for your rehabilitation.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
I
I know. My
when I'm
that's awesome. You know, what's here, Junior here. Karina, you are so right. People have to expect what happened and try hard to get on with life.
and you're not alone, Jerry. We are all here to help you in any way we can.
Yeah,
You let us know what we can do for you.
yeah,
And if I seem like I'm practicing tough love, guys, and I seem a little upfront, it's only because I do it to myself. I think it's been a protective mechanism that I've done for years and years and years. So this is how I manage to survive. This is what I say.
right. Works.
Take my story, flip it into yours, and make it work for you.
Yeah,
Okay? Don't push me because and put words in my mouth and say Karina is condescending and this and that. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. And it's okay. You're allowed to your opinion, but at the same time, I want you to know that I come from a place of love and non-judgment and understanding and compassion. And all I want for you is the best. All of you. So I didn't have support back then, Jerry. I had a lot of people around me, but I did not have the support I needed.
yeah. No, I understand.
When I was leaving the hospital doing my bags, I remember my favorite came in and she had commented how I went through a big thing. And what me and my spouse had gone through a big thing. And I was all for, I know I need to meet a specialist. And he was, no, me and my wife were okay. I'm not okay, dude. I'm not okay. I need help. Because, like you guys, I wanted help. But back then, there was no help. And I vowed that if in my hospital bed, guys, in the ICU, I vowed, and I say it in my in season 1. If you don't believe me, please go listen. I say that if I can change the life and I can make one person feel better about their situation, and I want to give to you what I did not have.
Yeah,
That
I know.
that is the biggest mission of the podcast and of career.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I always say during these shows, if we can inspire one person, help one person, then I feel we did our job. And that's and obviously want a lot more people to be inspired and help. If we said one thing that could help you or something, then I love it. It makes me feel good that we're
Yes.
helping somebody out.
And why I said that, and I love is you remember when I said when I started my podcast, I read and I listened and I studied a little bit on what, and I was like, oh my God, so many downloads and subscribers and this. It's a different jargon,
Yeah,
but by thinking that of putting one person feel better,
yeah,
I was removing pressure on me
yeah,
to have all these hundreds and thousands of downloads and subscribers and followers and this and that. One person.
Right. Absolutely. I agree. And thank you again, Lynette. We need to grieve the old us we don't forget, but moving on to rebuild our lives.
Love it. I have an episode on I have a few episodes. Absolutely. Grieve the old you. The essence of you will always be Lynette. The essence of you will always be. You are just a different version. So my job as a coach and a podcaster and a fellow stroke survivor is to make you see that you have the old you, the new you, and merge them together.
Yeah. You're
In
not
order
alone.
to heal. I want you to heal from this particular ordeal. And you are so right. So I'm happy you figured it out.
Yeah.
I tell you, you figured it out, girl.
Yeah. Lynette, you're awesome. But yeah, this is so in your podcast, Surviving the Odds.
Yes.
And they,
Strokes of the Odds. It's on all different platforms. Spotify,
yep.
iTunes, Apple, Google Podcasts. So it's easy to find. And I have my group on Facebook with the same name, Stroke Surviving the Odds, the podcast. So I wanted to keep cohesiveness for
Yeah.
stroke survivors to find it.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't remember the name, but you'll remember the black logo.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree that. Yeah. Well, and after I'll put it in the link in the
Yes.
comments so people can find and listen to your podcast, and that would be great. So yeah, this is. So what do you tell people that I think I'm sure you said it because it kind of, but I'll say it anyway. What would you tell somebody that's going through, there's some people that are newbies, stroke survivors, or people like 20 years out or 30 years out. What would you tell them? Yeah, what would you tell them that they're feeling down in the dumps and
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Well, first thing, when you're feeling down, that's what I wanted to know. When you're feeling down, you're not going to be like that forever. Feel the emotion, feel it, let it come in. Don't stay in it, don't fall asleep in that emotion, but do feel it because life is a roller coaster. Our emotions are a roller coaster. You need to be down to go up, and you need the momentum of going up to go down, right?
oh yeah,
So it's okay if you feel bad today. Just don't stay in it for weeks and weeks. And I'm a big advocate of a lot of things since I'm a drug survivor. But I think that what helped me and what might help you is to not keep a journal and say, "Dear diary, today I ate this and this, Jeremy kissed my cheek," and but rather keep a short diary of a couple of phrases of how you're feeling today. Uh, when you stop feeling like that, you can write what you're doing to get to feel better. So those next future days that you're gonna feel like shit, you're gonna go back and see that you got out of shit. Does that I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but it's all so I'm a big advocate in journaling, but I'm also a big advocate, please go see someone if you're not feeling good, guys.
yeah,
If you're more down in the dumps, but it's been lasting more than a week and you're really down, and you go see someone. Okay, go to the emergency if you have to, but please consult. I've seen a therapist for 22 years, a social worker. I've seen psychotherapists. I've seen psychiatrists. I've seen them all.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's
so
okay to ask for help.
please don't be proud. Don't let your ego be so big that you're not going to ask for help. And maybe Jerry and I can't help. Maybe somebody else can. And guess what? A professional
Yeah.
please consult.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Absolutely.
take meds. Take meds. Okay?
Yeah.
Something happens in our brains after stroke, no matter where it happens in the brain, and our level of hormones is not the same.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to be an antidepressant for the rest of my life. And I'm okay with that. And now that I'm 52, I'm looking for maybe more natural ways to go into it.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with meds.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with not drinking wine, but I'm okay with meds.
Yeah. I know. I was gonna ask when you were talking about what you said about it's okay. Lynette has a great saying. She always yes, it's okay to get down, but it's not okay to let yourself stay down.
Thank you. Yes,
I
ma'am.
She says that a lot, and I love that because it's we all get in that little funk. We're
Sounds pretty great, Lynette.
yeah. Um, she's yeah. So I appreciate this. You being on the show, and you mentioned last thing is about you you do sessions or you do some
Yes,
you
I
know
have a little something for you guys. I would like to offer whoever mentions Jerry, just type in the comments Jerry or find me on social media and tag Jerry so you know where. I'd like to offer you a couple of free, I'm saying a couple because we're going to talk, but at one session of coaching to personalize to what you need. Maybe it's time management. Maybe you're finding difficult going back to work and managing life and your children, or starting a new business and working. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe you're someone that feels like I felt, and you feel like you're not doing enough all the time, and you simply need to find out ways. I want to be there for you. So anybody type Jen in the comments, you're gonna get 1 to 4 sessions with me of coaching to find clarity on what's going on with your emotional health.
yes, awesome stuff. But I appreciate any last words besides that. I mean, you covered everything, your journey that you're on, and you're still going on.
Still going on, absolutely. Final words. I think that it's important as survivors that you don't go through the motion with no emotion, and that you feel every single thing. You name your emotions when you're mad, when you're angry. You don't just say you're angry. You can't go to the grocery store and give me a pound of angry. You can't do that. But if you say, I would like to have a pound of disappointment, that's the different kind of turkey. You see what I mean? I talk weird. I know I'm a little quirky on the side. You can't go to the store. So name your emotions, feel your emotions, and ask for help. And don't try to do everything alone.
Yeah,
Don't try to
absolutely.
do everything alone.
Good stuff. And I appreciate you.
How is your journey again, Jeremy? How long has it been for your stroke?
Uh, 2 days, 3 days ago, it was 15 years.
Wow, 15 years.
Time flies. I mean, for me, it did. It just still does. And but I still can remember that first, when it happened. I can still feel it. I mean, it's just, you know,
You dwell on it sometimes. Are you someone that not reminisce but ruminates?
the only thing that gets me is if I see because there's not a lot of older people here, but if see an ambulance and a fire truck, I go, oh great. I don't know if that happens to you or anybody else, but that's for me that gets to me. That just when I see that, I just think of I think of me, what happened. But it's
Isn't
okay.
it
I don't.
weird what we hear? We immediately think of something.
Yeah,
or what we smell, we immediately think of something.
Yeah, yeah. I was told because sometimes out of the blue, like he's sitting here, yeah, we don't smoke, but I get the and sometimes I smell smoke, and my neurologist said, that's usually a sign of a seizure. So when I smell smoke, I'm thinking, okay, hold on, you know. So, but yeah, so I mean, a lot of things. I mean, stroke really, I don't want to say it changed me. It made me appreciate things so much more, And but here's one of the last questions. Have you? Because I know I'm trying to think if I have. Have you lost any friends or any people since your stroke? Like they can't deal with you?
And good question. I know a lot of people. I've always known a lot of people,
Yeah,
but as far as friends, I keep my circle very close, very small. I think that I did not lose people other than my ex-family. I was extremely close to my sister-in-law.
yeah,
When he left, they all left. My childhood friend that we see each other, we haven't spoken after the stroke. She was there with me, but then she constantly would remind me of, and I had to tell her this before breaking up with her for a little while. She would bring back the past, trying to make me. I used to be a model, and I used to work in her agency, so she would always bring it back. And I was not ready to hear those stories.
right.
And that's as close as I got to losing a friend for a few years because it
Yeah,
hurt too much.
right.
She meant well, but it hurt me too much
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, great to
So
have you on. We'll have to do this again. This was great.
yes, yes, thank you. I know to me right now, I wanted to be as candid as possible with you.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Thank you.
And
And
you are. I mean, you
thank
learn absolutely. Well, we'll definitely do it again, and I appreciate everybody here, still here, and just
you.
you know,
Amazing.
yeah,
They jumped in the conversation. So next time everybody has a coffee and we're sitting, that's the feeling I want in my show too.
yeah,
That I listen to myself afterwards. We still have a couple of minutes.
yeah,
I listen to myself afterwards with the ears of a listener, and I ask myself, would I like to have a coffee with that person? Would I like to be sitting at the table with that?
oh yeah,
That's how I know I'm doing a pretty good job.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, for people sticking around, listening to you and I talk, I mean, thank you guys. This is, got to get something out of there. So thank you guys, and I'm sure until next time, Tuesday next week, I appreciate it. So
We'll be
stroke survive. Yes, absolutely. And enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you.